Welcome back to the kitchen, everybody. What are we cooking up tonight? Well, we're looking to see what we have in the fridge to avoid spending more money, just trying to be frugal here, home economics. And yes, that clock is flashing from work done earlier where they turned the circuits and I haven't fixed it. But we have chorizo, beef and pork, so we're gonna go with beef chorizo tonight. And we're gonna melt Velveeta in it, just like the other night with our bean and cheese burrito that we put a little short on as we cooked it. And we're gonna do that by cubing some Velveeta real quick. And you're gonna heat it in your sort of upright bottom pan, whatever you call this. That's not the things that I know. Of course, to make a burrito, we need our tortilla. The tortilla, I'm gonna do the quick way tonight. 30 seconds in the microwave. Once it's time, we're gonna do the chorizo first and get started from there, cube up the Velveeta. So basically to do the Velveeta cheese here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Velveeta, cut it into slices first, about, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch thick. And then I'm gonna stack those on top of each other to then quarter it into cubes. So I'm probably gonna use 4 stacks to do this whole roll of chorizo, or 4 slabs. So I got a nice stack here. As you can see, 4 slabs of Velveeta cheese. And just cross motion, of course. 1, 2, and now I have these little cubes of Velveeta that are about 1 inch by 1/2 inch squares that I can throw into the chorizo when it's ready to go. So we're gonna move our camera a little bit there. That way we got a little bit better view. Good. We need to get some scissors real quick to open this up. You do not need any oil when you're doing chorizo because it is fatty enough on its own that you will be just fine. So we're just gonna cut open the one side. As you see, we could just kind of like, you're at the end of your toothpaste roll, but you just twist and twist until all of this roll is out. Using this particular pan helps me control the splatter a little bit better as you cook chorizo, as greasy as it is, and as much sauce as comes out with it. So we're gonna use the wooden spoon to smash the chorizo into a nice layer on the bottom of this pan. If you want, you can use just your standard frying pans, but I personally like this better. Like I said, it helps control the splatter a little bit more. And allows you to really flatten out that entire roll so you can cook it nice and evenly. Chorizo splatters a lot when you cook it, so note that. So what does that look like real quick? Give you guys a little view. Without spilling everything all over. And as it heats up too from the refrigerator, it's gonna become more saucy and easier to break up and spread throughout the entire pan. So at first when you're looking at it, you say, wait, that's not gonna cover the entire pan, is it? Yes, it will, actually. You just have to work on it. so that's going good. And basically you're kind of boiling it off the sauce more than anything and really heating the sausage that's inside of it. And then at the very end, we're gonna add some of that Velveeta. We might not even need that much, honestly. We probably cut too much, but better to have a little too much than too little. We can use it again on another roll of chorizo that we have this week, like the pork chorizo or the beef again. Too bad my Irish is only like day-to-day stuff instead of like full-on, I know how to talk about cooking and all of that fully. That would be good. I should learn that. Instead of just like counting and everything. Conversational Irish, as I am. A Russia. Either way you want to say it, it's not standardized. Okay, so that chorizo is smelling really, really good. It's bubbling nice and well too. Get those juices off and get it more pasty again, but in a way that's edible for the burrito. And the more you stir it, the more that juice that starts to evaporate and really leave behind the fats, the oils, and of course the sausage itself within the chorizo. All right, that is looking delicious. Let it sit there for a few minutes. We got our cheese ready to go, so, probably just put half of this cheese in a baggie for now, anticipating we're gonna use it on a different burrito. And we have the rest of it waiting right there for us. All right, and that juice is boiling off nice and well. It's almost back to that almost crispy fried form is what we're looking for here. Off the dry Velveeta that wasn't any good over there. And now it's just a waiting game. Give it a nice little stir so that all the meat cooks nice and evenly. It's not just crispy on one side versus the other. Now it's really bubbling and boiling. And those juices are cooking off. This kitchen smells absolutely delicious. It's always a good meal when we have the necessary means here at Burritos Goldmine. Speaking of which, self-plug, don't forget about our GoFundMe. We have both Burritos Goldmine to fund reviews and things like this, as well as our help get our scammed money back from when we were seriously sick and not fully understanding what was going on with our body, mind, and soul. now that we have a handle on our mental and physical health again, we need to rebuild and keep this roof over our head as much as possible. We've been, as we said, applying for day jobs, but that can only go so far. Otherwise, the gold mine has to move back to, well, gold mine needs to probably move back to Indiana anyway in the long run and be with family so that we can truly heal. Now we just pop the Velveeta in there if you saw what I was doing, and have the support we need to avoid any, ow, splattered myself in the eye with the chorizo. I think it's good enough there. We're just going to use the heat of the meat itself to melt this cheese in. It's not going to be too hard to do. Maybe we'll give it a little bit more. And the smaller you cut the cubes, you can even cut them even smaller than I did. The quicker it melts in is basically what it is. You can also buy the Velveeta slices. You could buy other cheeses to melt in. It's all up to what you have in your kitchen. This is just what we're scraping together based on the available everything we have. Okay, and now that it's starting to get angry with me again, let's take a look at this. Beauty. Ooh, look at that chorizo melted with all that oil and grease. We're gonna have to get rid of the oil and grease somehow, but at this point we're gonna go 30 seconds on the microwave. Oh wait, it wants us to do the time. 30 seconds on the microwave. There we go. This smells and looks delicious. Okay, our tortilla is ready to go. Nice, soft and hot. I can feel it burning my thumb. And we're just gonna spoon this melted cheese, chorizo, right inside. Get as much of this cheese melt as we can, because the cheese is like, it's a little juicy at this point and kind of goes into the fat, so you have to make sure you don't leave your cheese behind. See? And that is more than enough chorizo cheese blend. So we're gonna a little sketchy there, but trying to shake the chorizo down in a little deeper. And boom. Make sure you get a nice tight wrap on it. And your burrito is served. So let me cut out real quick. Get set up to, you know what, we'll do it from here. It's gonna be hot, but we'll try it. I don't have a space cleared on my kitchen table as I'm selling action figures through all of this. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Cheesy, melty. The flavors of the sausage itself and all the sauce that goes into chorizo. Messy as hell, but as you can see, but very, very well done. So this is another Greedo's gold mine. 2 thumbs up, something easy you can do at home if you just need something to eat. Easy, quick, fast, relatively cheap. What can you say? So on that note, folks, I'm gonna finish this off and enjoy it. Get messy, and wherever you are on this planet, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Helps us get our community out there. Helps us all grow. Don't forget about our GoFundMes, please. And till the next one, wherever you are on this planet, I hope you're having a great day. Take it easy and be safe out there, especially if you're here in LA area with all the wildfires. Thankfully, we're not affected by those right now, but I know there's a lot of people that are.